Hi guys, this is Rupali from Pali Yoga, and we've gotten a lot of requests from you guys about wanting to learn how to do the crow pose well. And so today I'm going to show you how. I want to remind you that there's actually two poses that people get a little bit confused about. So one is the crow pose and the other one is the crane pose. Kakasana and Bakasana, two separate poses. One is with elbows bent and the other one is straight arms. It's okay to sort of use them interchangeably in class. It happens a lot that people will do the crane pose when asked for the crow or the other way around, and it's okay, but they are two separate poses. I also want to remind you that I see this a lot. I see a lot of people trying to do the crow pose like it was some sort of strength pose. It's not. It's not that you're holding your whole body up on your arms and you need extreme arm strength to do it. What you need is the right kind of strength. You need the kind of strength that sort of all fits in together to make the pose light. So the whole pose is about learning to push the ground away while stopping yourself with your fingertips as your brakes from falling over, and also feeling light at the same time. If you feel heavy, you can do better. So I want to just quickly go over some of the things we can sort of warm up to get into the pose. I highly recommend learning to your just a simple cat cow, learning to your cat cow really well, where you press the ground away with the shape especially, and you pull the navel in into. It's also called the hollow body, and it's really a very useful way to use your core, to understand how to use your core in your practice. So let's begin. Maybe just a quick one minute warm up. Place your hands down, and so we'll do a simple cat cow. It's kind of just how we warm up a lot of times in our practice, and I want you to start to work that inhale as you drop the belly, open the chest, but more importantly, learn to press the ground away, pull the navel in really strong, yeah, and spread your shoulder blades wide apart from each other. This round shape is what will give you a crow pose that activates your core and uses your whole body and feels light. You can hold it long, you can do transitions from it. It all sets off in the right direction. So the other thing I want you to do is know that your fingers are your brakes. So if you learn to grip with your fingertips, yeah, like you're really holding on with your fingertips, they are your brakes. That's what stops you or helps you not fall forward onto your face. Good. And then the other thing I want to do is to remind you that you need to use a little bit of your hip mobility. So start to work your hips a little open. Maybe just do a malasana, yeah, with a little bit of movement side to side. Yeah, just kind of work the hips open. My heels are down. If yours are not, it totally does not matter at all. Just start to work through your hips a little bit. Yeah, and if you have managed to do a full practice or some core work before this, is going to really help you find your crow pose. Then I want to start to set up for the crow pose. Yeah, so the crow pose, Kakasana, is with elbows bent. Now I want to remind you that hands down, but not straight forward. You're going to turn your fingers in very slightly, and then you're going to grip with your fingertips. Then you're going to bend your elbows. Now notice that I'm going to take my heel up. I'm going to bring my knee really high up, as high as I can bring that knee up. Yes, I'm going to drop the hips. I'm going to even bend down a little bit more so I can bring that knee up into my upper arm, so that if I do start to slide off, which happens, you start to slide off and you have a little way to go before you're completely dropping down. If you're really high, if you're super close to your elbow, then you're going to slide up super fast. All right, so I'm going to find the highest I can get with my knees into my upper arms while I make a ledge for it to sit on. Yeah, so I want to just kind of bring my fingertips in a little bit, lift my heels and my knees up, drop my torso down. I'm going to squeeze in. Remember, it's a full body pose. You're not just on your arms. You're using every single part of your body in every single pose. So you're going to lean in. And then you're going to lift your hips up a little bit. Squeeze with your knees into your upper arms. Grip with your fingertips. And here's my last tip, which is the most important. Do not, whatever you do, look down. Yeah? Look up and forward. Squeeze in. Lean in. Use your fingertips. Lift one toe up. And bring it all down. Shake it out. And then we'll do it again. This time we'll try and lift the left foot up. So you can see better. So again, I'm going to do it all over again. I'm going to slide my chest down. I'm going to bring my elbows out. I'm going to lift my knees up, press into my upper arm. Yeah, and then I'll lean in again. Lift my hips up a little, lean in, grip with my fingertips. I'm going to lift my left foot up. Now notice I am not letting my left foot hang out, right? Because that's what makes that pose heavy. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to bring it back down. Shake it out. Third time's the charm. We're going to try this again. Okay? So I'm going to again lift my heels up. Do it as many times as you can. Try really hard not to do this. Yeah? It's heavy. It doesn't feel right. You can't go anywhere from there. So try it again. Fingertips in. Get yourself comfortable. Yeah. Lean forward and down. Look forward and up with your gaze. Do not look down. Squeeze in with your knees. I'm going to lean in. Lift one foot up. Lift the other. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And bring it back down. Take a moment. No jumping, no swinging, no shooting yourself forward, no looking down heavy, and no letting your feet hang. And your crow will feel light, look light, and it will really feel like you're flying. That's the point of these arm balances. They are supposed to make you feel light. Then we're going to try, for people that want to, the straight arm pose, crane pose. So for this crane pose, the setup is slightly different. You're going to stand up. You're going to take a forward fold just for fun because it feels good. And then for the crane pose, which is straight arm, place it on top, right as high as you can get to your armpit. Right, so you're going to bring your hands down. This time your fingertips are pointing forward. Your arms are, well, as straight as they can be. Extended elbows, so I never fully lock my arms. I put a slight bend in them. So I'm going to place my hands down. Same thing. Your fingertips are your brakes. You do not just let your hands hang out. You grip with them and you push the ground away. So we're going to do the same thing with the straight arm crow pose, Bakasana. Grip with your fingertips. Now here, I'm going to lift my heels up. I'm going to bring my knees into my upper arms and lean. Right? Again, I'm gripping with my fingertips. I'm going to lift one foot up, bring it back down, take a break. Then I'm going to do it again. Lift my knees up, push them into my upper arms, and as I lean into my arms, I grip with my fingertips, lift my left toe up, not hang, lift, and release it back down. Take a moment, and then we'll go for the full pose. Yeah? Remember, you can put a blanket in front of your face, but the point is to try and not look down and let that be front heavy. Lift your gaze forward and up, and you should be fine. If you do fall off sideways, it's okay. Yeah? Don't be afraid of falling, but try your best not to. So you're going to take your knees, arms straight, and remember, I'm also using my core. I'm going to press the ground away and spread my shoulders wide apart, so my core is helping me hold my lower body up on my arms. Hands down. Knees up, look forward, lean in, lift, lift, hold, 3, 2, and tap. Yeah, don't be afraid to go slow. Don't be afraid to just lift one toe up. Use your other toe for your balance until you feel like you have that perfect combination of strength and core and activation, and then lift the other toe up. Do not just lean and drop until you figure out how to use your fingertips for breaks. I hope this really helps you, and let me know what other poses you want to learn to do. Thank you.